Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Yeah.
Hi.
Since we did Madoka May and it was a huge thing, I decided to start us off afterwards with something a little more simple. So we watched Inferno Cop. And we decided, since Inferno Cop's such a weird series to watch, that we would do a little bit of a different format with the episodes. So this time around, gAMB and Deer did poetry.
So okay, so we're alternating episodes still. So it's Deer than me, but we did different versions of poetry, just a
full episodes.
Preamble. Yeah, there's 13 episodes, and they're
About
all like
3 minutes
2 to 4 minutes long. Except the final one, which is like
12.
I don't remember.
It was 12.
Except the final one, which is like 14 minutes long.
It was 12.
Episode 1. There once was a cop from a city. Men attack woman so shitty. Inferno cop came. They got blasted away. So she birthed a cult baby rapidly. Listen, my first one's not the best one.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
It's very good. It's very good.
I had to leave out the intermediary cop who comes in and does nothing. He's like, put your hands up. And they're like, but we pay our taxes. And he's like, okay, have a nice day then.
Yeah. Yep. And then Inferno Cop blasts through his car on the way.
Inferno Cop just blasts them away.
Yep. So...
Okay. So I chose the art form of the haiku. Okay. So, baby in a flood. Secretly a terrorist. Bullets do nothing.
Yay! My favorite scene of the anime summed up in haiku.
The best fucking part, I 100% agree with Spooky in that one, is when Inferno Cop's like, aha, but I have a gun, and then the baby is just like, but I'm immune to bullets, and then Inferno Cop's like, but so am I, and the bullet bounces off him and goes back to the baby and just kills the baby.
Yeah, because you're only immune to bullets once.
Yeah, you're only immune to bullets once.
It's great.
I love it so much. Although I do have to say,
because keep in mind the baby
coming up.
Go ahead. I was gonna say the baby specifically was born into the cult organization of the Southern Cross.
Yes, the Southern Cross, which sounds very weird being used in this context when Southern Cross is like just an icon of Australia.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's on our flag.
Yeah.
It's very iconic. A lot of businesses are named after the Southern Cross. So it's like the cult of the Southern Cross. It's like, that's like the cult of Walmart. Like,
there you go.
That's everywhere.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Okay.
Anyway, so episode 3. Yeah. Inferno's in trouble with law. Death penalty, so cop's gun does draw. Inferno's sent away. In prison he'll stay. The car JPEG's off the cliff more.
Yes, that was probably my second favorite scene in the series.
It literally deja vu off the cliff.
The car that he's taken away in is literally just it doesn't animate. Nothing is properly animated in it. It's more kinetic animation. The everything's just sort of tilted and like moved towards itself. It doesn't have any like hand-drawn animation, sort of, in a sense. So the car is literally just a 3/4 framed car. He gets in the car, it drives away, but it's just moving in one axis. So when it is meant to drive around a cliff, it's just moving as if they didn't even rotate it or anything. Yeah. And then it just goes off the cliff and boom.
Yeah. And we all
it's
lost
so
our
fucking funny.
Minds.
I think what you said was, that's how I would edit it. That's something I would do.
That is exactly how I would do it.
It was perfect. It was perfect.
Oh, damn.
Yep. Well, it's your turn now.
No. Oh, yeah, it is. Sorry.
Episode 4.
Episode 4. Will build him better. Give debt, causing suicide. Oops. Everyone's zombies.
That perfectly sums it up.
Yep.
Do you want to explain it, dear?
So he goes to the hospital because he was in a car accident. They're like, okay, well, we own the doctors and we're gonna rebuild him to work for us. And
The
then
cult, by the way.
the cult. And then they're like, also, we'll give him so much medical debt that he can never get out of that he'll drive himself to suicide, which is our master plan. So he escapes, and then everyone is zombies.
Yep.
He literally just jumps out the window and is like, oh no, zombies.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. There's no like explanation to that at all. That's why at the beginning of the commentary, when you were like, oh, so this is like a continuation. Like, you took this as a continuation of the story. I was like, that very
Kind of.
loosely.
Kind of.
Very loosely, but also it is.
Right,
It's
it
like
is.
it continues, but it doesn't continue the story. It continues his timeline.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's not like,
and it's like some shit they just
here's
throw
another
in.
vignette in his
Like,
life.
There's no fucking reason for it. They're just like, here, it's great.
Yep.
All right, next poem.
So, episode 5. Zombie Forecast with April O'Neil. She has her journalistic zeal. Inferno Cop's dead. Wait, Mecha Cop's here instead. Cop's now time traveling with wheels. So, the report of it cuts to like this report of like, we've got a zombie forecast heading in. How like the zombies are coming in 10 days earlier, so we're gonna get a massive storm.
And I think,
let's cut to our reporter on the scene, and it's just April O'Neil.
Yeah, I think all of us were just like, that's just the Ninja Turtles shit.
Yeah.
Yep. And then after that, like, Inferno Cop's like, oh no, zombies again. And he gets surrounded and he's about to die. Then suddenly out of nowhere, someone who looks a bit like him called Mecha Cop, who in a fact file, we find out his CPU is from a haunted, was it a Sega Saturn or was it a Dreamcast?
Saturn. It was a Saturn.
It was a Sega Saturn, yeah. His CPU is from a haunted Sega Saturn. And he's like, oh, cool, Mecha Cop's here to save Inferno Cop. And he's like, no, I'm actually here to kill you. How did you survive? Beep, beep, beep. This is impossible. And then Inferno Cop's just like, well, I can turn into a car now.
Yeah.
Because remember, the cult rebuilt him. And then they time travel back to prehistoric times to fix everything.
Yep.
It's okay. And at that point, I was like, oh, we're going to end up in space or something, aren't we?
We didn't end up in space.
Surprisingly.
Also, I will quickly say, there was a section at the end of each episode, they have like a random voice being like, oh, next episode, this will happen. Or like even sometimes in English, sometimes in Japanese, sometimes in French.
Sometimes in German.
For some reason. Sometimes in well, the ending song is in German as well.
Yeah.
For some reason. But I after listening to it a few times, we were all joking about the fact that this was the first Trigger anime we watched on the podcast, and I was just like, this feels like a project that one person in the corner of the building was just doing in his spare time, and like for these outro bits, he just walked up to random people in the office and just said, say this real quick into the microphone.
Yeah.
And I think it's episode 7 where we literally hear someone just say, oh, I can't say that. Like, no, I can't say that. It's like, oh my god, I was fucking right.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what to say, and God damn it.
Episode 6, dear.
Dinosaurs in chase. Ewoks helping, then betray. God is displeased.
Oh my god.
Wait, God is displeased is 4 syllables.
God is displeased. Shit. Don't worry about it.
Shit.
There you go.
No, fuck, because he says fuck.
Yeah,
He says fuck at the end of the episode.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
God is displeased, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You want to explain this one, dear? Because go for it.
Okay, so they're back in time, and then they see... I forget. It was such a ridiculous dinosaur name that they run into.
I didn't even try and write it down.
I didn't either. Yeah. It was like a like way too long for us to memorize in the short amount of time it gave us. And then they're being chased like by 4 or 5 other ones, and they're like, oh my god, it's a of the Cretaceous period, found by American scientists in Kansas that one time in 1958, unearthed by the science, and they were just going on. Yeah. And then they
like a fucking edutainment, like, the bones of this are this long, and it was found, like, 4 of them have been found in Arizona in 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what is going on?
Yeah, okay. It was amazing. And for a split second, I was like, is this real? Like,
yeah. And then they see a group, like a village of people that look kind of like Ewoks, with glowing pitchforks and tools and stuff for some reason. Off in the distance, they're like, maybe they can help. They drive towards them, they fall in a hole. They wake up, they realize they're being cooked to be eaten, and then the Ewoks are like, fuck yeah, man, like, it's been so long since we had meat. And then another Ewok runs up and goes, wait, actually, look at our ancient text. And it's like this huge tablet of, like, really tiny text that you can't really read, and they're like, actually, they're probably our gods that have been destined to come visit us. And they go, fuck yeah, we're gods. And they throw a feast for them, and then God comes down and gets angry at them for being fake gods, and they're like, no, you're the fake god!
Yeah, his name is Real God, which I love. I also love when they present the feast to them, one of the things in the, like, just photos of food is a cat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just a living cat.
I wanted to make sure we mentioned that all the food that they're presented with is literal just JPEGs of food.
Yes. It is fantastic.
It's perfect.
Okay.
So, episode 7. God's gonna punish the cops. To hell, the ride never stops. Auntie Grenda is here, the exit is near. Mecha stays, Hellfire Boy hops.
Oh my god.
So,
oh my god. You need to explain Hellfire Boy, because I did not.
I was trying to rack my brain in order to try and figure out a way to explain Hellfire Boy. And the problem is, Hellfire Boy is so many syllables.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
So they get sent to hell, and then they're like, oh man, it's hell. And then they find just an old grandma, and it's an old acquaintance of Inferno Cop, of course. And she's like, do you know where my husband is? And then it's just like 30 minutes later, they find her husband. And he's like, oh, okay, now that we've found your husband, can you tell us how to get out of here? And she's like, yeah, just walk up the exit. And there's an exit. And then Mecha is just like, I don't want to leave. I think I'll stay here. Life isn't worth living for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what? And then we cut to a random boy being bullied by some kids. They go away. He just stands there crying. And then Inferno Cop runs him over so he's covered in fire. And then Inferno Cop goes back and is like, whoa, kid, are you okay? And the kid's just like, I'm not a kid. I'm Hellfire Boy. And he's like a superhero now.
Yeah.
That's like Inferno Cop's sidekick. And it's like, what the fuck just happened?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It was pretty cool.
Oh my god, this is gonna be the fastest episode of this podcast ever. Okay. 8. Make Hellfire Boy. Join the Grand Prix race for Yen. Boy dead. Lost. Still paid.
That is the perfect ending to that. That is the perfect ending.
It really
I love it.
is. Still paid.
So they're planning on taking over the world. They want to take over the world, and he's like, that's impossible. And then they see a poster for a Grand Prix that has what is it, like 10 million yen or something?
1 million.
1 million yen for like the prize. And he's like, okay, let's join that. And then with that kind of money, we can take over the world. So they enter the race. There's a whole, oh my god. You can explain it because you like them more.
Okay. So it's like a Wacky Races style race. There's like, first of all, the way they describe it is like amazing. They're like, number 1 is Inferno Cop and Hellfire Boy. Number 2 is Mr. Judge because he's back. And then 3 through 12 is a hope of other people. And it just cuts to all these other characters. And it's like the baby in a car who's from Ecuador, apparently. Dear's favorite was just a JPEG of a horse with a guy on top of it.
I'm pretty sure
horse.
there was one that was just a motorcycle with no one on it.
Yeah.
Yes. My favorite, though, was the guy on top of one of the dinosaurs from earlier on top of a Segway. I fucking loved that so much.
Yep.
It was fucking great. Also, 1 million yen, by the way, is not really that much money. It's like 10,000, 9,000 US dollars.
Okay. So they're losing the race, right?
Yes,
and
they're losing the race.
Hellfire Boy is like, I'm gonna sacrifice myself to become fuel so that you can win. Because you've given me purpose. And he's like, okay, I'll never forget you. So he's just like, and he's just like burning alive and dying and going, and so the car powers up and we're headed for the finish line and it's neck and neck and we lose. So
yeah, it's like,
so
who's gonna win, Mr. Judge or Inferno Cop? And then it's just like, Mr. Judge wins.
Yeah. So
and
now
then there's Inferno Cop in second place.
Yeah,
I loved it. While Inferno Cop's in second place, he's like, "Oh man, Hellfire Boy, I'm sorry." And then they're like, "Second place, you also win the money." And he's just like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah, because they, for whatever reason, second place also wins the money. He just doesn't get the trophy.
So I love that. That means Hellfire Boy literally died for nothing because they were going to get second place regardless.
Oh,
God damn it.
So yeah, it's if you haven't picked up on it yet, this is fucking hilarious series.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Trigger at like its stupidest. Maybe.
It's Trigger. It really does feel like a side project that like they were all doing in their spare time for fun, and then they just released it. I love it.
It's so good.
So episode 9. I'm so glad I get this one. Please buy the soundtrack right now. Bury me in Egypt, please. Ciao. Cheap travel, he read. Wait, hang on, there's bread. Hellfire Boy, you're a loaf? How?
Oh my god.
That's so good, Gam. What the fuck?
So it starts off with a 40-second introduction. Reminder, the episodes are like 2 to 3 to 4 minutes long. It starts off with a 40-second ad for the soundtrack of the series. It's just like, it doesn't cut, it cuts into the episode time. So
Like, they didn't even add to the episode time, yeah.
No, it didn't even add. So it's like, okay, then we cut to the real episode, and it's a flashback to when Hellfire Boy died, and we hear an extra line we didn't hear when he died, where he's like, oh, by the way, if I ever die, please bury me in Egypt. Goodbye. And then he melts and does the whole what happened last episode. And so Inferno Cop's like, I'll help you. Oh, but man, I'm so hungry. And then he looks up and he's like, wait, 99 yen world travel? I can go to Egypt now. So he's just in Egypt, and then he's like, okay, time to wait, hang on, there's a bakery. And he's like, okay, all this bread looks so wait a minute, that loaf looks like Hellfire Boy. So he puts the Hellfire Boy mask on the bread, and then he's just like, Hellfire Boy, how did you get here? Nom.
Yeah.
And just starts eating the bread.
One other thing I'd like to bring up is that there's only like 4 characters in this. Because
there's like only 4 drawn characters, and every time they're a new character, it's like they're slightly different.
The main punk from the beginning, the judge, the baker are all the same characters.
God.
Yes.
Yeah,
they all have wearing different clothes.
Like one thing.
Yeah.
Like a few characters and then just reuse them.
It's like 6 or 7 characters, I want to say.
Still.
Yeah, and then the whole thing, by the way, there's only like, how many did we count? Like 4 voice actors?
4 or 5, I think, voice actors.
Yeah. Which is also amazing in its own way.
But yeah.
Okay.
So episode 10, dear?
Okay, so we're still in Egypt, right? Episode 10. Mario level. Power up to fight the Pharaoh. Take his place and sleep.
God damn it. I love the part that's a fucking Mario level.
Yep.
So, also, I feel like we should add, because you weren't able to fit it into the haiku, and I completely understand. It starts with the same exact advertisement for the album again.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
which is just great. But yeah, do you want to explain it, dear?
Oh my god. I mean, I don't know if I can.
Even though that basically says everything that happens in the episode.
Yeah. So it opens like to like a Mario level where he jumps over some lava, then some spikes, almost falls in, then gets back up. Goes to fight the Pharaoh, who looks the same as the baker and the judge, and he can't fight him, and it's an anime-ass bullshit where he's, like, teleporting all over the place, and he's like, alright, I'm gonna power up. So he powers up, his flame changes into 7 different colors, those flames merge into one flame, which then takes the Pharaoh out, then he goes and takes over the coffin, and takes the Pharaoh's place, and he's like, yes, I'm going to wait for the next person to come. Time to sleep, and just puts himself in the coffin and closes it. And then he's like, fuck, I forgot to turn my phone off. And then there's like 30 seconds of just black screen and subtitles. And it's like, hey, what was it? Sergeant or
Inferno
whatever.
Cop.
No, Inferno Cop was getting a call from like his sergeant or whatever.
Oh,
and he's like, okay, now what? Yeah, uh-huh. Oh, really? Just now? All right, well then. Okay, I guess. And then that's the episode.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Also, when Dia says it looks like a Mario level, we mean like it's literally put 2D like original Mario, and like it's just original 2D Mario. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, so episode 11. A shirt that's just oh so exciting. Cop HQ had an alien sighting. There's xenomorph men. Extinction is when? Inferno Cop's God and uniting.
Oh my.
So this one, similar to the previous episode, starts with an advertisement, not for the soundtrack, but for a fucking amazing shirt that is sold out, and I want it so fucking bad. And it looks so cool.
Yeah, no, I think we all want it at this point.
Yeah, we all want the shirt.
We all want it so bad.
It's just a full art of like Inferno Cop standing in like the rest of its flames.
Yeah, it's like a full t-shirt too.
Yeah,
Every part of the t-shirt is covered in the graphic. It's great. So yeah, he goes back to HQ and there's a giant ship attacking it from space that looks like a xenomorph's head. And then Superman, like men that look like with xenomorph heads, float down to Inferno Cop and are like, oh, the contract must be fulfilled. And he's like, what? And they're like, come with us. And he's like, what? And then they like pull him up. And then like the cult guy shows up from earlier and he's like, shit, I was late. Damn. And then April O'Neil is like, what's going on? And the cult leader's like, they're going to activate the Lambo 2000 driver inside him. And they're going to cause, what was it? Third Destroy finale.
Yeah.
And it's going to cause an extinction where, like, they're going to make Inferno Cop a true god. And then the episode just ends with the universe exploding. And also, this is the only episode where it's called Part 1.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And it ends with a cliffhanger.
Yes, there is
like every one.
Yeah.
But this one ends with the universe ending. It's like, what?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like all parts, and then suddenly it's like, okay, part 1. And it's like, what does that mean? Anyway.
Okay. We're almost near the end. Okay.
We're almost near the end.
I couldn't give this one justice. I'm sorry. Inferno Cops all. Prego is back, and Wanda. Don't give up. Eat the bread.
God damn it.
You know what? You say you didn't do it justice. I think that was perfect.
I think you did,
The way you could do it.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, especially since we're elaborating on it right now. It's like everything you said in there basically summarizes what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also the middle line is like one of my favorite lines out of like either of your poetry.
Yeah.
It's really good.
So I'm not gonna go into every little detail because there was just a lot. basically everybody was turned into Inferno Cop because the pregnant lady from the second episode fell in love with him and first episode, fell in love with him and wanted to make the world like him so everything was perfect in a utopia and whatever. And also she's Wanda, Scarlet Witch. She turns into Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just her outfit for no reason.
And he starts thinking about... Oh my god. He starts thinking about how a perfect utopia that would be, then just starts vomiting for like 10 seconds straight. Vomits up the rest...
Oh, it's more than 10 seconds.
Vomits up the rest of the loaf of bread of Hellfire Boy. And he's like, Hellfire Boy, I guess I didn't digest all of you. You're okay. And he's like, don't give up. And then he eats the rest of him.
Yeah. And yells, delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Okay.
He's like, thanks, Hellfire Boy. You've always been my best friend. And then it hangs there for like 10 seconds and he's just like, nom.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay. Episode 13. This one, I couldn't fit everything in. Boomerang body. Oh, piss. Grenda and Mecha make miss. Just his badge that I see. Arizona girl loves me. 10 minutes of credits. I love this.
Yep. Yep. You got the best parts of it.
Oh my god, that's perfect. That was perfect.
So Inferno Cop goes full on Super Saiyan. Like, so we looked at real quick, we looked at the runtime and Speaker was like, oh, it's 14 minutes long. And my first thought was like, oh man, they're actually going to do like something real with it. Like they're going to do like 14 minutes of like plot and everything. And I'm like, that's like, yeah, it could be humorous, but it's way too long for what this is. It should just be short. What would be better is if it's just like a 2-minute episode and then it's 10 minutes of black screen and then it was 10 minutes of credits and I fucking love it.
I knew it was coming. I was talking to one of my friends about how I was showing you to Inferno Cop a few days ago and he was like, are you going to make them sit through the like 10-minute credits? And I was like, gAMB is going to love the 10-minute credits.
It was like, the best fucking thing.
It's so good. It's so good.
But yeah, so the actual episode,
yeah,
Inferno Cop goes Super Saiyan, essentially, and like turns into Glitter Inferno Cop. And Wanda is like, no, you can't destroy me. And then a panel opens up inside her pregnant belly and a machine gun pokes out and starts shooting at him. And he's like, no, your bullets don't do anything to me. Like your reality is shattering. We're going back to normal. Humans aren't as weak as you think they are. And then all the characters from earlier show up and they start like cheering him on as he fights her. Like even the guys who shout FBI are there.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the
and
FBI.
He's fighting her. And they're in the air and she's like, you think you've won? Boomerang attack. And her head detaches from her body and her body spins towards him. And he's like, oh no. And then suddenly Mecha Cop shows up with Auntie Grenda on his back and shoots the body so it saves the day. And he's like, oh shit, they're gonna win now. And Inferno Cop's like, oh, here, I'm growing a devil hand now. Take this. And he stabs Wanda's face with his claw. Well, sorry, her name is Claudia, but I keep calling her Wanda because I made the joke of like, I told you I didn't want to watch WandaVision, Spooky. And it's like, oh, everything's exploding. And then we cut to like Hellfire Boy, who it's revealed that Hellfire Boy's mum was April O'Neil. And he's like, Mum, do you think Inferno Cop's alive? And she's just like, I don't know, Hellfire Boy. Like, we can only hope. And then you see his cop badge fall from the sky and land on the ground. And it's like, oh no, what happened? And then we cut to a random human guy and his girlfriend, and there's like this weird speech about, and that's what I told her, like maybe it was all an illusion, like no one will ever remember, but it happened, it was really, that's how it really happened. And then it pans over and you see Inferno Cop's legs and it pans up to his face and he's just giant in this world. It's like, what? And then there's 10 minutes of credits that aren't consistent. They slow down and speed up frequently.
Yeah, which is also great.
Spooky was like, I'm going to count how many voice actors there are. And then 10 seconds later, it just sped up so fast Spooky couldn't keep count anymore.
I think that they sped it up because it was just the same names over and over again, but I'm not positive.
It's probably. Yeah. They also probably did it just to fuck with people.
Yep.
But, I love this. Okay, you have to mention that right now, Spooky.
I'm on the wiki for Inferno Cop, and it says, on June 12th, 2015, the Chinese Ministry of Culture listed Inferno Cop among 38 anime and manga titles banned in China.
Is it because it has God or Inferno and deals with,
It doesn't say why.
Not supernatural, but like that sort of extraterrestrial phenomenon type ghosts and stuff, because I know China really don't like, spirits and ghosts and stuff.
No idea.
I love that though. Inferno Cop's banned in China. You know what that means? We could upload this with the clickbait title of "We watched the anime that was banned in China."
Yeah, we could. We could.
Oh shit.
I
write that down. Write that down
so much. I fucking love this.
No, we have to talk about the last episode, the karaoke.
Oh,
of course, episode 14. So we didn't write notes for this because it's not an episode. It's literally just a karaoke version of the intro song with lyrics, with a background that is incomprehensible and completely unrelated to the entire series, which fits like a karaoke background video. And it's like, now what we want to do is all three of us want to get the Inferno Cop shirt, and then all three of us want to go to a karaoke bar, get incredibly drunk, and sing the intro together.
Yes.
It's in German.
It's fine. We'll learn German.
Do you think that's gonna fucking stop us?
Yeah.
Rock Me Amadeus is in German.
Alright,
well. Let's go.
Me and the homies once we vaccinated.
Like Vina Superstar.
Yeah. So, what score would you guys give Inferno Cop?
10.
10. Absolutely 10 out of 10.
10.
Like, if the last episode wasn't 10 minutes of credits and it was like 14-minute episode, I would probably rate it a 7 or a 6.
Okay.
Because it's like, they completely missed the point of the entire series. But no, they stuck the landing. They got it perfectly. I love this. This is like a perfect thing when you're just like, man, I don't really know, like, I don't feel like I can be creative, or like, I feel down about like my ability to do things or create things, or like, like my ability to laugh or make something funny. You watch this and then you're just like, it doesn't fucking matter. I can just make anything.
Yeah.
Balls to the wall.
Yeah.
Do anything. I can do anything.
I initially
Inferno Cop
gave
believes in me.
Inferno Cop a 7, but I also watched it alone, and I think comedies are just always better with people. So
they are, because it's the sort of thing where you don't tend to laugh out loud at something when you're watching by yourself, but if you're watching with other people, you do.
Yeah, so I think the solo experience, I'm going to stick with my score of a 7, but watching it with you guys made it more like an 8 or a 9.
Yeah.
So for sake of podcast, like 8 or 9.
I don't think things like Pop Team Epic or whatever, or things like this where it's very short episodes, should ever be watched alone. Ever.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they should be, which is why I'm like now that we've done this format, especially like as a joke, we've all just been like, what if we just do something like this with other really, really short like joke animes, like Pop
there
Team
are
Epic
more.
or something like that.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We will get to them in the future. This isn't even my favorite short episode trigger anime. Like, I have another one that's just shorts that I like actually more than Inferno Cop personally. I think it's funny. So.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good time. When we get to that, it won't be we're not doing that like next or anything. Because we need a break. My brain is like fried. Like Inferno Cop was just such a fucking ride that, like, I feel tired now.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yes.
Absolute amazing experience. Highly recommend watching with people.
Yeah. It's a really short watch, so do it.
Yeah, it took like 1 hour.
Yeah, something like that. So do it. Watch it.
One of the few that we would just
now.
10 out of 10 would recommend. Actually, no, don't even recommend. We're forcing you to watch this. You have to go out and watch this
you'll
now.
watch it. You have no fucking choice.
You don't have any
choice
choice
if you don't
in
have
this.
anyone
Go
to watch
watch
it with, just listen to the commentary with us.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
It's just us laughing, basically, and going, what the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like laughing, what the fuck, laughing, is that God?
and then me in the background sort of just screaming, dinosaur in a fucking Segway!
Yeah,
There was also the point where Mecha Cop was gonna stay in hell and we all would just went, oh no!
I love that part when he's like going on this giant dialogue about how life isn't worth living and shit, and then Inferno Cop's like, okay, bye! Just like, yes! Oh my god.
So,
alright.
that was Inferno Cop.
Yeah, go watch Inferno Cop if you want to.
If you dear listener, if you care about any of us at all, the three of us, you could care about just one of us, you could care about two of us, you could care about all three of us, you could care about none of us. Just listen to the words I'm saying right now. Just watch Inferno Cop. Just watch it.
You will watch Inferno Cop.
You wanna watch Inferno Cop.
Justice.
Watch Inferno Cop.
Okay. Is there anything else we want to say?
No, I'm good.
No, goodbye.
Okay, we're good. Watch Inferno Cop. And
Bye.
also, if you have the shirt,
send it to us.
Call us. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.